What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be doing we're gonna call it a coffee talk series, and it's gonna be like different videos where we like talk about, they're more like personal or like life related or work, school, anything kind of like that.
Just kind of like sit down, deep talk videos.
So get your coffee ready, because we're gonna talk.
Cheers. So the kind of general topic we've kind of wanted to start off with is putting yourself first and loving yourself, because originally we were going to do our like top 3 things that we've learned over the summer, and then I think that all of the things that we kind of contemplated all fell into this category. So we really want to emphasize the idea of just putting yourself before anyone else to kind of create your own happiness. I don't know, I feel like over the past year I've just been this person who's always been devoted to other people and kind of just putting other people before myself. And at the time I thought that I was doing it for myself. I thought that I was being devoted to other people, that it was making me happy. And I realized over time that I just was in this really dark point in my life where I didn't know who I was anymore. I kind of just lost the best parts of myself because I was so focused on loving other people, doing things for other people, and I just didn't know who I was anymore. And I got really unhealthy, just mentally and physically, and then I don't know what clicked in my mind, but I started realizing that I have to do things for myself and that no one's gonna fix my own problems, and I have to kind of just create my own happiness. I can't rely on other people to do that for me.
I noticed that click, and I noticed like how it was, like how much had really changed and how it was really time to like focus on yourself and not worrying about other people, was after we got back from Europe.
Yeah.
Like after we came home from Europe, it was like you sort of took some time to like focus on school and like not worry about what other people were gossiping about or what the newest problem was.
Exactly.
And just focusing on school and getting yourself back to where you felt like motivated again and comfortable. And I think that's what like it's not selfish to put yourself first. It's not selfish to take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. Because you can't take care of somebody else to the fullest of your ability if you yourself are not happy and comfortable and healthy.
Exactly. I think a really important thing when it comes to helping other people and taking care of other people is spreading a really positive aura, and you can't do that if your aura is negative. You can't be feeling miserable but trying to help other people, because that's going to make them miserable too. But you're right, it was definitely after Europe, I think. Not initially, but because when we got back from Europe, I was in this really empty state where I just missed being in the cultural cities and everything like that. But very shortly after, I just took some time to reflect on the trip and everything we had learned on the trip. And that's when I realized, and like you said, I was focused on school and things like that, because the person
I didn't see her for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was kind of hiding
school.
away studying all the time, because I had realized that I was in this dark point, and I let my grades slip, and I let everything else get in the way of things that I used to care about. And then that's what happened, is I started remembering the things that used to make me who I was, and then I was trying to find those parts of myself again. And I think that it's not really about always staying the same, but it's about kind of growing with the strongest parts of yourself and taking them with you along your life journey. And that's definitely a big thing for me that helped me, was finding something to focus on and something that I was used to loving that was not for someone else, and it was for me.
And yeah, like rediscovering your passions or finding new ones, or like for me personally, like for a while there I like stepped out of like music and didn't really like, I was in it still, but I wasn't like in it, like I wasn't fully there. And then like I think when I started realizing that I needed to like take care of my personal self before like worrying about other people's problems, is when I was like, I want to get back into music, I want to get back into my creativity, and I want to get back into doing the things that I like love doing.
Yeah, because that's really, like, if you're not living for the things that you love doing, then what are you living for? And I think I had the same sort of thing with getting back into passions, but for me it was poetry. Poetry was my saving hope, and even in kind of that darker point in my life, I was still really into poetry, but it was kind of more sad. I was almost falling in love with sadness, and that's never healthy. And then it was poetry that saved me, because I started writing poetry about happier things rather than sad things, then that writing just reflects in your day-to-day actions. So I think just getting something onto paper in really inspirational words is really important. Before, I would write poetry about other people, other things, and I think when I started writing for myself is when I really noticed a change.
And that's like when we were trying to come up with a topic for the video and like what's 3 things we learned over the summer. I think, in all honesty, I think I've changed over the past 2 months, as weird as like it's been 2 months. But I like started like thinking about what I want to do, what I want to do with my future, like all that kind of stuff, and not worrying about like what other people are doing, what other people are doing with their future. There was days at a time that I didn't leave my house and hang out with people, but I was so like immersed in doing what I was doing and like having fun with it and like rediscovering my passion for writing and reading and literature and all that kind of stuff.
And that's so important, is taking that time just by yourself, because obviously it's not good to ever be a hermit and shut out all your friends and things like that, but it's still really important to just take alone time, because when you're surrounded by other people all the time, you can have all these different influences coming at you and you don't really know who you are. So just to have that alone time, you can reflect on what you are trying to do for yourself and who you are and what goals you're working on, and just to have that alone time to do that is really necessary, and I find it really, really rewarding afterwards. And then when you do go spend time with friends afterwards, you know who you are and you can enjoy that time more than you normally would if that was how you're spending all your time, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's just easier not to worry about like other people's drama, like and it's not a crime to not care about someone's drama.
No, and it's so unnecessary. Like, you don't need that stress in your life at all. And a big part of worrying about other people too is that it can kind of hold you back almost. And I'm not saying friends and family hold you back, because it's a completely different situation. But if you're in, let's say you're in a relationship, or let's say you have really close friends, and you want to do something with your life, you want to travel, you want to go to school far away, anything like that, if you're being held back at home because you don't want to miss something or you don't want to leave something, even though you know deep down that's what you want to do, then that's unhealthy, because you're limiting your own potential to pursue your dreams because of someone else. And I think it's important to know that you can still have friendships and relationships that don't hold you back. You can go off and follow your dreams without having to break up your friendships. You can still have friends all over the world. But it's just not healthy to prevent yourself from doing things in others' benefit.
I know where you're going. I think it's just important to know that it's like, it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay to take the time to yourself and get yourself together. And it's okay if you're the one that's always like offering the help or the shoulder to cry on. It's okay to ask for help and be the one who needs the support. Like, you don't always have to be the hero.
That's true. I just think it's really important, like Jordan said in the beginning of the video, to know that you're not being selfish because you're doing things to make yourself happy, because it's really important just to focus on yourself. And when you are, you kind of have a clearer mindset of what you're doing in your life, and you're just overall happy. And even like focusing on just the little things in life that make you happy, it doesn't even have to be big things, just anything that brings joy to your life, keep those things in your life and remove the negative things, and just don't ever put anyone else before you if it's gonna jeopardize your happiness. So.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot to
Love yourself.
Yeah.
It's the best thing you can do. Honestly, when you begin to love yourself, you're gonna see how much happier you are. So,
True. That's true.
Yeah. I guess we'll end the video here, but thanks for sitting down with us during our coffee talk. If you have any ideas of another coffee talk or a deep sit-down video that you'd like to see, just tell us in the comments below.
Like,
Subscribe, and
click
thanks
the
for
bell.
watching.